Hey, Tony and Ashley, it is once again Friday afternoon, and we're getting ready to walk through your house this week and take a look at the progress. Not a whole lot's changed this week, a lot of minor things that are very important to getting everything right on your home, but one of the big things you're going to notice right off the bat is your trash box that is being built to hold all of the junk and wood and trash and all that. So at least on the outside, that's one of the major things you can see that has changed. Now, last week when we were walking up here to the door, there was a pretty large hole right here in the ground, and I was talking to Eric, and looks like what ended up happening is the electricians cut through your water line. So you've gotten a brand new water line that comes into the home. You can see it right here with the green handle. So we're good to go, and that's one of the things they've really been working on this week is your plumbing tests, as you'll see when we get in the home. Let's go ahead and keep on trucking. We've got some more things here in the garage, just a lot of wood. They're getting ready to get the sheetrock going. They did quite a few inspections and getting everything tied up and making sure everything looks good. The next steps are gonna be adding insulation in the walls and getting everything prepped and ready to go. And looks like probably late next week, early the following week, we're gonna be looking at sheetrock on the walls. So let's go ahead, and I got your front door put on from last week, or this is the temporary construction front door. And you're gonna see a lot of graffiti on the ground here, but this is just instructions from Eric to the rest of the guys doing all of the work. But we've got, if you look right here underneath this window, you see the orange foam insulation. So that's been sprayed and sealed. A lot of stuff where they're sealing up the walls before they insulate and put sheetrock. You can see on all the piping where it was going in, they've sealed all that stuff off. Kind of up here, they've sealed some of these walls, but a lot of work has happened. It's just small things, but when you add it all up, it's a lot of stuff. You can see there where your electrical wires come in. Here in your bath, we got 3 of your bathtubs actually on site, and this is what they're doing is installing all of the drain lines and doing tests on your drains to make sure everything's good, making sure these tubs hold water. And then you can see here with the toilet drain, we've got some liquid in there. They're just making sure everything's tight, no leaks, all that good stuff. I actually took a window out this week, but it'll be put back in, waiting on the framers to come back and get everything reframed for that. And here's another one of your tubs holding water. And there's Eric over there creeping around in your master closet. But yeah, as you can see, we've got all the plumbing stuff sealed up, and that's one of the tests that we have to pass before we can move on to adding sheetrock. And then we actually you got a picture of this, but we're moving your data line over on in your office. So it's going to be taken care of. But yeah, just lots of little things that have been done that make a big difference in sealing the home and making it energy efficient.
1005 Cadbury piping.
So over here, they added all this pink bat insulation that really is easy to put in right now, but once the sheetrock's on, kind of hard to get back in there. There's a few items and places that they've added that into the home. Another one was over in the kitchen. Here in your master, you're going to see these kind of cream colored plastic molded pieces, and these are actually a big part of keeping your attic cool in the summer. The air comes in to these from the outside of the home, and then it goes up, travels up past the barn ceiling and up into the actual attic, and gives you nice airflow, lowers the attic temperature. So this is a really good stage of construction to see these baffles here on the end. They've got your cabinet framing done over here in the master. Getting ready to put that in. And just more drains here for your toilet and your master. But things are coming along, getting ready to really take shape. We'll take a look upstairs real quick. On this wall here, you can see really well compared to last week where this flashing is on the inside of the wall, where they've sealed it all up with that foam insulation, just making everything nice and tight, energy efficient, and all that good stuff. And then here's where we ended up moving the projection mount to. And we're going to basically move it over one joist where that blue paint is. So hopefully you can see that in the video. But we've got our instructions down here to do that. And it's basically just going to center you in this half wall here, right there, instead of before it was over here and it was centered in the room. So that's going to make a lot more sense for what you're wanting to do with the drop down projector screen there. But we've got, here's a good look at kind of the back side, bottom side of the tubs when they put them in, just how they seal them all up and get everything nice and working good. So that's really about the extent of everything that was done this week, at least that we can see. There's a lot of inspections and things like that that were done to make sure that everything's good to go, just because once you start putting sheetrock on the walls, you're no longer able to see some of these items. So that's going to be the next few steps, is just making sure everything passes the re-inspects and things like that, and make sure everything's tight, plumbing, electrical, all that good stuff. So we'll go take one little look out here in the back and call it a day. Really not a whole lot changing back here. They're kind of getting your poles wrapped up and all that good stuff, but yeah, we're looking good. So glad we were able to get those few things moved for you this week, and we'll plan on catching you next week, and holler at me if you need something.